How's it going, everybody? Jimmy here from our beautiful Saturday morning inside of our campus here in Exton, Pennsylvania. But what I really want to keep you guys updated on what's going on, our little change out. So I have myself my 383 engine here, and we're having a little bit of issues with it. What's really going on is I'm actually firing on only 7 cylinders. I got a little bit of gas in the oil, so I'm assuming there's a lot of seals, something going wrong. Potentially my piston rings might be worn out, or I got a hole in my piston. Not 100% sure. But really what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be isolating that problem, and we're gonna be switching it out with this. I'll be putting in this 353 here, recently rebuilt by our students. I'll be swapping that for that engine, and then I'll be rebuilding that 383 when I get the chance. But I'm gonna keep you guys updated on our progress today and show you guys exactly what's going on. What's going on, everybody? Jimmy here with my good buddy, Zach. We are going to be swapping out this 383 here for that 350. Now, Zach, what exactly are we gonna do today?
Healthy engine, not healthy engine. This engine right there has to go over to this T-bucket right here. All the components, the exhaust headers, the carburetor, the intake, all this stuff has to go onto the healthy engine over there. That gets put in this right here. It gets fired up. We're all happy as can be.
All right, sounds good. Give me 5. Got to scrape all the gaskets off so we can get those heads on. Zach's over there letting the coolant flow. Again, I'm keeping you guys updated, let you guys know what's gone. So about every 10, 15 minutes, you're gonna have an update when we start doing something a little bit different on our engine. So what are we doing now?
We've got the headers off. We've got a lot of the ignition disconnected, carburetor disconnected. I got to get fuel off, get some connectors apart, and it's pretty much engine off the mounts and the trans. At that point, it's coming out.
Sweet beans.
That's it, man.
All right, so now all I'm doing is taking out the spark plugs right now, as you guys can see. Taking these out, swapping them out for the other engine. Then we're gonna change out, take off the valve covers, and then we're gonna switch it on over to that bad boy. So, catch you guys soon. So now we are just going to be draining the oil, like you saw in the previous video, of the 350. I'm going to put new oil in that because it's been sitting here for a while. And then we're going to be changing the oil out on the other one, emptying that out, so when I rebuild it, that's one less thing I have to do. So we've got everything disconnected right now. We got the starter disconnected, the water pump disconnected. He's disconnecting the fuel line at this particular moment. I am prepping the 350 over here, and then we're going to be able to get this bad boy into there. So, all right, so now we got the engine out off the stand there. What we're doing now is we're actually gonna be changing out the flywheel right here to the crank, because you can see that it's missing some teeth. So we're actually gonna be switching out that flywheel for the flywheel in the 383. So that's where we're at right now. Keep you guys updated when we get both engines out and when we get the swap out. So, Zach, you have anything you wanna tell people?
Snap next cast checks.
Snap next cast checks. All right, baby, let's go. So we're gonna show you exactly what was wrong with my 383 here. It's not a pretty sight. So, remember I told you guys that I had a dead cylinder? I'm gonna show you why. So, this right here, my rods. As you can see, right in here, my valve guide snapped. I had this and all of this right here. That's from allowing a lot of gas in there. So, Zach, what kind of a problem are we dealing with here?
Basically, these lifters right here, right, and the lifter bore guide, that allows the valves to open. And because that is seized in there and that fell apart, it caused everything to jam up. Essentially what happened is the valve hit a piston, big hole in piston, and then all the gas that was getting injected into that cylinder went right down into the crankcase, AKA where the oil lives. And that oil just started to get saturated and soaked with and mixed in with fuel. And fuel's a solvent. It's not supposed to be in your oil.
No.
At all.
So this is what happens when valves break. So now you know. Hey everybody, I know it's been a couple of days and I promised you guys that I would show you guys the entire process of changing out that 383 to this 350. I ran into a lot of headaches. Granted, I'm not a technician. I'm not the best at this stuff, so I was figuring out as I was going along, but I did get the engine finished. So I'm in my trailer right now. I teed up behind me. I'm gonna show you guys what I did. So right here, got my 350 engine, got my single plenum intake, Got my Canon air filter breather with a brand new Holley 650 carburetor on there. Got my Zoomy headers. The issue I actually ran into is I actually had to shave down my intake a little bit so it would fit around my valve covers here. But everything worked out, so sorry it was late. I know you guys were like really biting your nails to see exactly what happened, but now you know, engine's running good. I'm happy. So thank you, everybody. And hopefully I'll have some more content for you guys here soon, and we'll keep in touch. So love you guys. Have a good one. Bye.